Happy Halloween, kids. I got my Halloween costume on. Welcome to the Late Night Picture Show. I'm your host, Murph the Clown. Tonight, we open Season 4 with a special triple feature. Stay tuned, and we'll be right back with our first. Well, I shook the whole thing there. I'm back. I showed this in my cold start there. My friend Coop did this. That's Coop from TikTok. I think it's COO000P. I got a lot of stuff here. Let's set this over here. I was so busy fucking around that I didn't get prepared to do the show. All right. So Richard Maris won our contest on Twitter and guessed that tonight's triple feature is Ken Russell. Now, I don't have time to do every Ken Russell film. He's going from like a year before I was born until he died. So what I got's a triple feature. We'll do more later. I mean, we got to get horror in there. But we're starting off tonight. Back in 1971. The Devils. Hell will hold no surprises for them. Vanessa Redgrave, Oliver Reed. Yeah, big names. Not really Hollywood. British Hollywood. Anybody else in here? No. Based on a play by John Whiting and The Devils of Loudon by Aldous Huxley. Literature. I'm introducing you kids to literature. Maybe you should go read some Aldous Huxley instead of spending all your time on Twitter trying to guess what I'm doing. No, I'm just kidding. Stay on Twitter trying to guess what I'm doing. Okay. I just recently saw this one, and I saw it on Shudder. Cheers. Happy Halloween. This was not the unrated or X-rated version, I don't believe. I think this was watered down for American consumption. So we're going to go with what I saw. The Devils, 1971, Warner Brothers Pictures, directed by Ken Russell, and we already went over this. Okay, we start off with the disclaimer. The movie is based on real people and real circumstances. I don't know how based on, it's a few hundred years ago, so yeah, 400 maybe. We are introduced to an unconventional parish priest named Grandier. This is in France, so yeah, we're going to have French names. We learn right away that he is far from celibate and is very callous when he knocks up the town magistrate's daughter. Yeah, he doesn't give a shit about her. Not my problem. Church people. Well, it's 1630 something. So yeah, 300 some odd years ago. And the plague is raging in Loudun. And I know I'm not saying that French like. Loudun. On his way to minister to the sick, we see the nuns at the local convent clamoring to catch a glimpse of him through the window. They're like a bunch of groupies, these nuns. And he's kind of a rock star, this guy. None is more enamored with Father Grandier than the young Mother Superior, Jeanne d'Agnes, who was physically handicapped from a childhood accident. And I don't know if you've seen the movie. You know, her spine's all kind of tweaked. I'm not going to do it because I'm sure you've seen pictures at least. Well, the convent's priest up and dies. And Jeanne, she seizes the opportunity to get close to Grandier by inviting him to be the new priest at the convent. At the nunnery. Well, he wants to be out there with the people, not locked up with a bunch of nuns. He turns her down and instead secretly marries another woman. I know, it's crazy. The enraged nun accuses the father of adultery, including defiling her and the nuns in the convent, and also accuses him of witchcraft. Y'all heard that expression, hell has no fury, right? Hell hath no fury. Like a scorned Mother Superior. None of this matters as much as Grandier is openly defying and mocking Cardinal Richelieu. Don't ask me to say that right. Richelieu, who grows closer to King Louis. The king has previously been friendly to Grandier in his fortified town. It's kind of like a fortress, this town, like walls, like impenetrable almost. Friendly with Grandier and a supporter of Loudun, but does little to intervene, as Grandier is charged with witchcraft is charged with bewitching the convent and being in league with the devil. Well, you know it doesn't end there. It's 1630. They got to call in a specialist from out of town. Looks like the Singer of America. Y'all old enough to remember that band? Okay. I'm not going to go and ruin the end for you. but I'm going to talk about it a little bit here. This was a great interpretation of the events that led to the execution of, in real life, Grandier. Yes, it left out a key element, but in the end, the first trial didn't matter. Of course, we don't know exactly how it went down. Here we go. It was 388 years ago, and I wrote this year. 388 years ago, this movie, like most movies about the church in the Middle Ages, made me angry. Hell, a lot of church people make me angry now. But this really made me angry because they were in control back then. It's hard to believe in 2022 we are heading right back into the Dark Ages with Christian theocracy encroaching on our civil liberties, pseudoscience and superstition reigning supreme. But here we are. Watch this movie, and you'll see right where evangelicals want to take us. The only downside to this movie, that I know some of the more unsavory scenes were cut from this version. This movie was banned in several countries because of very graphic depictions of things that I'm not going to talk about on YouTube. This version would not be banned anywhere. Well, maybe. Maybe in Vatican City. They have a movie theater? No. They don't have a movie theater. This version would hardly be banned, especially here in the States. Nonetheless, it's a 4-ring circus here on the Late Night Picture Show. Feature 1, Ken Russell triple feature, The Devils. I'll revisit it in our next Ken Russell dedicated show, because by then I'll likely have seen an uncensored version. Okay, I'm going to go make another Sazerac, because it's Halloween. I took the boy trick-or-treating earlier, and now I'm drinking, because it's Halloween, and he's asleep. I'll be right back for number 2 of our triple feature. We're going to 1986 if y'all want to guess.